I was going through the list of my decks, and I stumbled upon this version of Bujins that I thought that were good, but I just left them alone, and I don't know why. Now that I revisited it, it just seems like it's pretty good, and I got some replays to show you. Um, uh, I got like 5 replays here, but the main thing with the decks that I built is that whenever they do good, I tend to be really tempted to make them, even though in the bigger picture, or like at least at a semi-competitive level, they're not even close to that. That these decks wouldn't be very good at competing against at least semi competitive decks. So it took like a lot of guts for me to make my Yosenju Firefist deck, the return deck, as I call it. You can check that deck profile on my channel. Um, uh, it didn't change since then, but now a lot of things do. Um, so this version is a mix of the Firefist and Bujins, which is better than pure Bujins. But then again, which decks today are like the pure version of that archetype or something like that. So um, again, I didn't play like against meta stuff, but yeah, I probably should, so that I can see how good the deck is. But then again, I always have the notion of this deck has no chance, or like any deck at the build has no chance against the meta. So um, um, I really like the artworks of 2 cards in this deck. And those cards are Gyoku and Bujin Arasuda. They're just really nice looking cards. Plus, the deck itself looks like it's pretty good version of like the Bujins. So um, even though things are a bit stale now these days in Yu-Gi-Oh overall, because not Bujins, pendulums and other cards just the other cards, I mean, uh, monarchs are like things are not looking up to shape up to be better, but we still don't have like the ban list or anything like that. So the adjusted ban list is here, but other than that, like the pendulums get hit, and people are just trying to keep them alive with like loads of other stuff in the deck. So um, the main focus of some decks that I've seen on YouTube are like um, trying to put up a board that's like unbreakable, or at least hard to break, and like it's different than not letting you play, like the Ptolemaios Infinity tricks that were going on. So um, uh, when like Shining Victories hit, um, we'll see like how like if we get by that time, if we get the ban list or something like that. So um, hoping that things will change for the better, but seeing that the Hour of Mage are like upon us, I really don't like seeing the cards go the direction of negating. So um, that said, the deck that I was saying that I was going to make, the cheese deck, I have a replay to show how it works, but it's not that special. I just gave up on the deck because it didn't seem like anything special. So other than that, yeah, you can see what kind of utility I have here in the deck. The dude quit out, but would have finished him off anyway. So um, uh, I have half of the deck already made because of the you see in Fire Freeze deck. The only cards that I'm missing from this deck are like all of the Bujin cards and like the free extra deck cards of Bujins. So I'm probably going to play this deck a lot, just to test out and to see like if this deck would be okay to like make in real life, or just have any chance against anything. So probably be making like um, not making trying to duel against meta, but like it's hard these days to determine what is meta. Pendulums are a bit um, killed off because of Ptolemaios and everything, and then you got the annoying monarchs of like um, preventing you from playing and everything. So um, I'm probably, I don't know, just trying to throw in like twin twisters or MSTs into the deck, trying to like cut out a hair or something like that. So um, um, you gotta adapt. Things sometimes are gonna get boring or just stale like these times, but um, there are still like a lot of people that can make like amazing decks and like different things. So um, the the notion of like there's still a chance against um, even like top tier decks like um, to play against with my deck or something like that against top tier decks, knowing that you still have a chance somehow. It's still nice. So um, to have that notion of yeah, it's possible to beat. It's not like absolutely impossible. But yeah. Um, any other deck that I have been working on is it's not that interesting. I lost like a lot, like a lot of interest, but um, I just went through like my deck list and I found this deck. I didn't make this deck like too long ago, but it was still an interesting like build with like Arasuda and like Gyoko and everything. So um, yes, as always, like I'm gonna give you the deck profile at the end, and the duels aren't like meta, but I probably should have like asked people to play the meta. But yeah, this guy, especially this guy, when I saw like what he had, like kaiju's and like synchrons, I was pretty amazed like what he was playing. So um, the the duels aren't like extra long or something like that, but yeah, I try to um, show more or less the best of the best. I'm not saying with this version of the Bujins that this deck is like the best, but it's still it can still break hard, but not as hard as pure Bujins. So because I got the utility of the Fire Fist in here, so and the three best Fire Formation cards, and yeah, here you can see like the utility of the deck, like getting out and using our Suda, so to get over this. Um, and like the Twin Twister was like a bluff, so I could just attack over it. So um, got another one here. This guy was playing like Chaos, pretty nice mixture, um, and like as opposed to my Yosinju Firefreeze deck, this deck can go first. If you like can set like a third, or no, the best scenario is to just Bujin Yamato and like get a turtle into the graveyard. So I don't know what this guy didn't banish Yamato, but whatever. It would be interesting seeing like different decks go against like meta or something like that. But as it's shaping up, I just know that the new stuff that's coming out in Shining Victories is like we get in there Blue Eye support and the like ritual monster of the Earth Mage and Draco Slayer combo. It's a ritual guy, and it's like uh, those cards are just like preventing you from playing anything. And yeah, um, I just wish the game really wouldn't like bank on that stuff. But yeah, um, you can see how I make use of all of this stuff. So um, I was amazed that like I had enough here, but I guess he had Gores. I didn't realize that he had Gores, and like, oh yeah, I did the right thing here. So um, the another the other replay. Um, this is like the premise of the deck. Real quick, a lot of tuners and just one non-tuner. Of course, Beast of Pharaoh, and like I've got Reborn Penguin here, but like the deck isn't like that consistent. So I'm just gonna explain that like this guy brings himself back over and over again. Um, uh, all of the tuners get special summoned, and then you just use him again and again for like synchro summoning. And like this guy's name was like funny because no quit please, and like he quits in the end. But yeah, I don't blame the guy. Here I should have gone for the playoff. Special summoning Plague Spreader Zombie, placing on top of the deck Jet Synchron, TG Hyper Librarian on the field, normal, well, yeah, TG Hyper Librarian with like a Beast of the Pharaoh. Beast of the Pharaoh would come back, then special summon Quick Draw Synchron, draw because I would make a Junk Destroyer, and then Beast of Pharaoh back again, making a 4 with like Gen Synchron or something like that, like an armor in arm or something like that. So you can see the premise of the deck, but I messed up, and like he just he knew that the pain was coming, so he just rather quit out. And like this deck, I've stopped like using it because I don't get Beast of the Pharaoh like enough times into my hand. So this is the Bujin deck. 2 Hirume, 1 Mikazuchi, the king of the deck, triple Yamato, triple Turtle, double Buffalo, triple Hare, double Arasuda, triple Bear, double Gorilla, 1 Quillin, 1 Crane, and one of this guy. That's for the monsters. Triple Tensu, triple Gyoku, another great card, a staple in these types of decks, triple Tenki. And for cards to discard, the monsters that get to activate in the graveyard are Darkwood Dealings and triple DDR, because like things get banished and then you can just go for plays. The extra deck is as follows. Triple, 1 Cardinal, 1 Target King, 1 Susanoo, 1 Kagesuchi, Cowboy, Dweller, Aramatsu, Roach, Dire Wolf, Hardrin Draco, Castell, Black Sheep of Corn, 101, 103, and Rebellion. So I'm still trying to like figure out like the Performapal Monarch deck, but I didn't even try. So yeah, I have to get on that to see like what kind of consistency the deck can make. So you know, you can just reuse the Performapal's pendulum monsters to your advantage. You know, so thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.